Greetings and salutations, Earthlings. Zube here, and I'm going to do a random collective reading. If you are interested in a personal reading, astrology, or tarot, my information is down below. This is a general reading. Don't force it to fit you. I'm just lighting some Palo Santo. If you've never been here before, welcome. If you have been here before, welcome back. Don't force me to fit you. But if you do like me, feel free to like the video and subscribe. All right. I'll give you some blessings. Even if you don't like me, you can stay until you're blessed and then leave. Ouch. All right, here we go. I just burned my elbow on my big ass lighter. I'm going to do something a little bit different today. I'm doing a Celtic cross. So we're just going to get kind of the whole story from that. Because maybe sterling means something to somebody watching. Somebody calls me from Sterling, Colorado every day to sell me medication. And sometimes I fuck with them and say, meditation? Oh, yeah, I do meditation. But I haven't felt like fucking with them for a long time. All right. Anywho, so we're going to get the whole story from the tarot. If you have never been here before, I usually like to come in with something from meditation. I'm going through a lot right now, and that's like, I'm fine, but I'm leaving for Minnesota tomorrow to see my husband, who lives in Colorado, and we're going to go to a wedding because he grew up in Minnesota. So I'm very much looking forward to getting out of the above 100 temperatures to go to 80-degree weather. That will be nice. And I have a cousin who lives in Minnesota, so I'll get to see her. All right. So what do you guys got for us? Like, what's going on? Queen of Cups. That's funny. Okay. Celtic Cross. This card represents the asker. This is us, the Queen of Cups. She can be a water sign. I'm a Cancer, so that's literally me. They're like, all right, girl, we got you. We fucking got you. I love you guys. I love you guys. We're in our feels, though. Even if you're not a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio chick, this is our feminine. We're ruminating. We're emotional. Probably if you're watching this in real time, which most people do, but even if you're not, the vibes might be. We're in like that full moon hangover. And this one was quite a doozy. So we're in our feels. The next card is the crossing card. Ooh, oh. So the crossing card, Two of Pentacles, and then the World. So Two of Pentacles came out first. The crossing card is like, what do we have to cross over? Or what is the problem? What is blocking us? What do we have to accomplish, in order to move forward? The Two of Pentacles, I always think of 3D and 5D with this one, but this is like balancing our energy or our, personal selves to another. This can be balancing home and work, different areas of our life. It can be two specific things, or just we're in this position of having to juggle a little bit. With the Two of Pentacles, we can often be really busy. Wow. But the World came out after it. And the World is, that's the culmination of a long journey or lesson. Like, it's closing the loop. I always think of her as being reborn. the World card is the final card of the major arcana, and all of the major arcana cards represent bigger life lessons, whereas where like the divine or divine timing or life lessons are at play in our lives, whereas the suits cards are more or less about like just the day-to-day things that we have a little bit more control over. Yeah, you learn tarot here when I read. So with the World card, it's like we are summing up or completing or coming to the conclusion of a really big life cycle. I feel that. And maybe we're just kind of in our feelings about it. We're culling through the emotional aspects of that journey. So interest. All right. What's in our, like, what is not known? What's in our subconscious? We have the Two of Wands, and this is another two. So the two is in general our choices. What are we going to choose? Are we going to choose both? Where are we choosing to put our physical focus? The pentacles are earth. That's our like physical energy. And deep down, maybe without even recognizing it, we're like wanting to choose by our heart, like by what empowers us, what really calls to our heart. The wands are fire. That's our passion, our heart energy. Like maybe we're juggling this worldly stuff or the things that are physically in front of us, but deep down there is this is the spiritual journey or the journey of manifestation. Two. So 22 is a master number. But it's making choices. Yeah. Are we choosing with our heart or are we choosing with it could be our wallet. I don't feel that well because I thought I would go out in the sun and get a little bit of sun before the wedding so I could look really cute in my dress. And I have this like fucked up tan line now. I hope it goes away by Saturday because my dress is really cute. Okay. In the recent past, what's the energy that we're coming from? The Page of Wands. So the pages are childlike energy. Again, we have a wand. The wands are the spark of something, the fire. Like, so we are coming from where we have had a spark of inspiration or something being created. Maybe we're juggling that in the manifest, like what's in front of us. And we're learning a lot of lessons through this process. Maybe we are choosing, do I continue down this path or do I not? Or which way do I go? I do like to point out with the Two of Wands that often all you have to do is take the first step. He doesn't have to choose one wand or the other. He's just got to walk. He can go anywhere. He just has to walk in between them to begin the journey. And then you'll end up finding your way as you go. What is known? What is known? Seven of Pentacles, we're frustrated. We've invested so much time, so much, whether it's money, energy, we've put a lot of effort into something and we don't have much to show for it. So with the Seven of Pentacles, I often say it's like, should I stay or should I go? Should I continue to invest? Is this whatever I am investing in, is it a worthwhile investment? Generally, the Seven of Pentacles it's kind of like a yes, but it's this point of frustration where we want to ascertain, is the frustration of what we are investing in worth what we are wanting to get out of the investment, All right. And in the future, oh, Like, this is really fucking nuts. Okay. The King of Wands. You guys, you're just out there growing. Maybe you don't even know. You're spiritually evolving, spiritually growing, moving towards mastery of your heart, of just spiritually in general. We're we're coming from the past of like this little, maybe this is even like the way, way past. I mean, I started like, I'm how old am I? I'm 49. And I got my first deck of tarot cards when I was 18, 19, I think. I got into astrology when I was 11. I think this is talking about our little wee selves. Like, you've been on a long journey. It's a journey of mastery. Like, you didn't come here to fuck around. If you came here to, well, you probably fucked around. Like, you probably fucked around a lot. Otherwise, I don't think you would be here. However, you weren't fucking around with what it is that you wanted to accomplish. Otherwise, you're not still watching this. You know, it seems like the in general, the people I bump elbows with or who follow the readings here are on a path of mastery of some, kind of like, not that anything's were so fucking cool or whatever. I'm not saying that, but we picked the difficult lessons. You know why? Because I don't talk about how really amazing things are in my readings. I don't know. I was hearing something the other day, and it was like, when I first started manifesting, and I can still manifest weird things, like, just random stuff that's free. Like, I'll find a I don't know, like a dinosaur thing on the ground or something. If I ask for a dinosaur, I can manifest some like funky, fun stuff. But we're supposed to be in this world, but not of it. And the real, true spiritual path, like this part where we're on earth, is not real. And that doesn't mean we get to go around doing the most. Like, we want to be good people, but the real part is after here, where we're going to be like, oh, I know why I was going through all that. And so I want to behave in this world like it's real, obviously, but the more and more diligently that I got into my spiritual path, the less like manifesting material shit was working for me. Like, we didn't come here to just create abundance and wealth. It's about way more than that. Like, I don't know, whatever. Why am I tripping? Whatever. If that meant anything to you, it's been on my heart a lot lately. But I don't want to be of this world. I don't want to amass or accumulate like things and stuff. I have too much shit right now. Like, the coolest thing ever was when I went to rehab and I had a duffel bag. And then, unbeknownst to me, my kid's dad like moved to Texas. And so I never got to like go back to Colorado and be there again. So I was calling people and just being like, well, I guess just throw my shit out. I'm not coming back. Um, and I had nothing. And the more and more things I have now, because I'm getting settled down here in Texas and all that, it almost makes me uncomfortable. Like, I can't just, go somewhere, or like I have stuff I have to worry about. Yeah, I'm sorry. Okay. The lens that we are looking through. So how are we like looking towards the future? Three of Cups. Who's with me? Who's with me? This is supportive friends. Cups are unconditional love, um, connecting emotionally, and it can be like female friends in particular, but it doesn't have to be, just people who are emotionally supportive. who are the emotionally supportive people around me? And then the Six of Pentacles, who gives in a fair and balanced way? Who do I there's unhealthy giving and receiving, and that's where we have expectations. So I love the story behind this card. These people are kneeling, but this man is holding the scales because once upon a time he was poor. And so he is giving alms to the poor, knowing that he has been there before. He's not giving it to them in a way that is like, I'm so cool. I'm going to video this and put it on TikTok so everybody knows how amazing I am that I give poor people shit. He's not being like that. So who's like that in your life? That's what we're looking for. Who do we really emotionally connect with? And like what brings us unconditional love and emotional fulfillment? And who do we give and receive from in a fair and balanced way? What's in the environment? A bunch of people who are needy. But this is like this is victimhood kind of. This is poverty, like a impoverished complex, where they're so feeling sorry for themselves that they don't even realize they're going by a church where they could receive sustenance and warmth and also connect with our creator or, mother, father, God, and receive like spiritual sustenance as well. And that's in the environment. It's everywhere. So it's almost as though in this card, we're kind of with ourselves and our own emotions. And we're juggling our connection to the world because we've got to make sure that we're okay, and we're like, hey, I don't want to have it. I don't need to have it all, but I want to have mine. I've put in a lot of effort. Where in my relationships am I seeing a return on investment? And not that we're doing it out of expectation, but are we being performative in our relationships where we're doing things for other people because they expect us to do them for them? Or are we doing them for the sake of like doing that thing and not get like, and still maintaining our own integrity and personal space, So, or are we making demands of other people? Are we requiring or making people in our relationships feel obligated to do things for us? So I think there's a lot of that going on. And there's going to be, and this is hard when you're on the spiritual path because it's like you want to serve others, you want to do good for others, but we can't do that to our own detriment. All right, hopes and fears. Trusting, being made a fool of. I don't usually think of that when I see the Fool card. I really love the Fool card, but this is like the higher, like, the naivety, the trust in the divine. And that's in the hopes and fears. Yeah, this guy's about to jump, like fall off a cliff because he's not even paying attention, but see, the dog is warning him, and the dog kind of represents our spirit guides or our intuition. We will, will if we trust the divine, and if we trust ourselves, and we quiet our fears enough to listen to ourselves, we're going to know if we're going the wrong way. The outcome card. Temperance. It's an earth angel. That's the earth angel. That's kind of the outcome card. And ready, look. I think of this as another kind of two as well, because it reminds me of the Two of Cups, but this is being temperate. I mean, it's being even keel, being at peace, not like not making waves, but I don't mean that in the like codependent way. I mean just being level-headed, watching, waiting, observing, being quietly loving. I'm thinking of the Wei Wu Wei, like the action of non-doingness, where you don't do nothing, like but we're not. Yeah, it's anyway, whatever. Look it up. Wei Wu Wei. WEI for Wei. WU for Woo. But this is like the outcome. This is kind of we want to, we're becoming earth angels. And that's a pretty hardcore path. We're going from the page to the King of Wands, and there's the Knight of Wands and the Queen of Wands in between there. But we're finding balance between ourselves and others, our purpose, and just being. That was a nice deep breath. I'm going to call that good, you guys. I'm having a rough time figuring out what I'm doing with my life. I mean, and this is obviously a part of it, but but thank you for sticking with me, those of you who do. And yeah, I'll talk to you soon. Peace. Namaste.